Hi everybody, welcome back Mage Dark Ages with me, Sid, and I'm back in my blood armour, just because I don't have to feed myself in my blood armour after the live stream. Put the Icorium stuff that Paul gave us back on its stand, plus it gives us night vision and lots of other perks, you know, lots and lots of other perks, so yeah. But it was an entertaining stream. I'm not sure I would want to do those outer dungeons very often. But anyway, so the plan today is to make this, the Advanced Alchemical Furnace. So we need to make 12 alchemical constructs. That's our first mission in life. I am looking at, that's 4. I need more levers. Lever. I need 24 levers, I believe. So let me just... I'm not shift clicking these because you know what happens when you do that. I've already made a whole bunch of pipes, so that should give us everything we need for those. We also need a bunch of these. That's 12 of those. We need some great wood, don't we? Great wood. Great wood. 1, I need how many? 6, so, oh come on, I know there's more than enough in there to make that. Yeah, and then we should be good to go and stick you in there. Go 12. Am I making too few here? 4, I think I'm making, no, I should be, oh god, I don't know. Maths, me, not on my strong point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's the first one of those. 1, 2, 3. Ah, yeah, we've got too few of those Vis filters. So we definitely need to grab those and more gold. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. More. 10, 11, 12. Let me just grab a whole bunch of that back. I'm probably going to need more pipes as well, actually. No, get the right thing. So that's our 12 of those. We definitely need more pipes, so let me grab... Let me go and grab 16 gold nuggets. Gold nuggets, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this should... I've never made this actually. I've seen it. I've seen it made. Does that count? I have no idea if that counts. 16. No, glass, not gold. I'm just making a buttload of these just because we always seem to use them for quite a few things, so yeah, just kind of, to me it seems to make sense to make a load of them. So we'll get a whole load of you are still... I'm just charging this guy back up as well while we're at it, and yeah, so they go back in. So 12 and 12 and those, and we need more great wood, I think. Will that be enough? I have no idea. I'm kind of blind here a little bit, but there we go. So 6 of those, 6 of those, and a bunch of those. So that should make that. Yes, perfect. I need somewhere to put some of this stuff. Let me get rid of you. Put you in. What else can we... You can go, they can go in there. That and that can go in there, and that can go in there. Right. So, that gives us those. We also need 8 void metal ingots, and we've got the primordial pearl. So, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 8s, 80, 70, oh god. A lot of metallum. I'm going to get those going. Metallum. If I were metallum, where would I be? I'd be here under M. I get a couple of jars of metallum going, I'm going to wait for these to cook, and we'll get the void metal done, and I will be right back in. Alright, well, I've actually just gone and made the damn thing. Started doing a whole load of work, realised that I'd not recorded it, so I have reverted myself back a little bit. I've ripped out this system here. We've got our alembics and furnace. I've destroyed my advanced smeltery and just brought myself the materials back in to recreate it. I left that there. So, yeah. You know how it is when you're recording, if you're recording something and it doesn't record, it fails for whatever reason it is, sometimes you can just sit there and say, nah, you didn't really miss much. You know, we'll just carry on and pretend that didn't happen. And that works because you can just say, look, this is what I made, this is a recipe, yada yada. However, other times you kind of go, well, actually, no, I really do want that bit of footage. So you just revert it, you know, no harm done. We're going to just use a little bit more vis from this, make 8 of those, and the world will be good and happy, and the primordial pearl is not consumed, which is all good. Let me just take a bit more. I've got some building materials because I was actually building, but so what we're going to do down here, I've ripped this out, as I say, we've got most of the stuff out of it here. The construct is going to go in here. And to make this, what you're going to do is you're going to go and place this. So I've dropped the anchor, the chunk loader down beneath it. We're going to stick you in the middle of there. We're going to have 1, 2. I don't think there's any particular necessity for the order of these. And then you are going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we're going to take a wand and we're going to bat it. And you get this rather nice affair going on, which you throw stuff into the top in bulk, and it processes. Now the outputs are there, and of course there. So what I started doing is I brought the pipe down from here for this particular one. Bonk. Oh, how do I get out of here? And then he's going to come over here. Look, you see, I'm prepared. We're going to stick a bit of this back in here. We're going to stick a bit of this in here. We're going to come up here and we're going to hook these, or this one up like so. This one here is going to come down, and that's where this is just where I'd got to actually. Down here, and I need a little bit more of this arcane stone. This one and this one will probably come all the way down, up and up to this one. That one will come all the way. This one probably go, actually no, that one will go all the way over there, and we'll bring them around. So it's going to be a bit of a diggy hole, get the thing done kind of fiasco. I did make myself a whole load of arcane stone, so we can chisel that up. This is just not necessarily just me being anal about, well, I like this room, it looks nice, I don't want to ruin the look and feel of this room, so yeah. And that is my excuse. I am sticking to it. So there, bang. And then we can pop you down like so. We can come under there. That should be connected. It is. It's going to come up like that. Up. So there. So all hooked back in again. This one, as I say, we will take you to do the same to there perhaps, and that's going to be like as that, and pop you round there. In fact, we'll do that as well because keep it uniform. That's going to go in here and then there, and then we're going to have you go bump bump and bump 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 bump. So that's hooked in. So the last one, and I may be able to do something to hide these once that's done as well. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to investigate that. But from here, we're going to come down. It's going to come under this. I can come down a bit lower. I think it's probably here. Yes, perfect. So we're going to come down to there. We're going to come all the way under this thing, and at this level here, I think that's right. Yep, that's fine. It will work at that level. And then this will be that as well. So let me just bring you down there, and then this can go in here and here. I don't really need to worry too much beyond this, because you're not going to be able to see this bit of the floor. What was that? Flux phage. Alright, we'll live with that. What I don't want down here is that bloody attack. Because that would be unfortunate. So yeah, you can be there. We don't need to worry about you. I think that's... Let me just check that it's connected. It did. The last thing you want to do is do this and then realise that you've not connected something up properly. So here we're going to be able to see that, that, and that. So this is all about visible decoration, because obviously bits of this piping are not going to be visible at all. You and you, however, are going to be visible. No. And you and you and you and you will probably be visible. There's a good chance that that will be visible. Whoa. But beyond that, I think we can do you like so. We can do you like that. We can pop our pipe in up like that, and then we can just whack some of that in. That's not right. We can whack some of this in. And then the last thing we need to do is hook that up. Yeah, and that should give us a working boilery thing. And I don't know whether any of this is, well, that will have things. So if we chuck that in, you can see it's gone, bang, and I think that's probably empty already. What else we got? Probably not a good idea to have a magnet ring on while you're around this, though. So we should be able to... I don't know whether you can see anywhere. This is obviously gone already. Let's... So, yeah, hammering out. The essence, that is running plenty fast. Quite noisy. But that seems to be running very well indeed. I don't know, as I say, we need to try and do something with that, and I don't know what we can do. We don't have microblocks, so probably can't do anything actually, to be honest. We can do something, however, with that. Yeah, need a... Just bear with me a second. We need... What do we need? A carpenter's stair, I think. Will do the trick nicely. Do. So if we come over on top of that and say there, and then we go and grab that 2 of those. Then do that. Hammer, 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 hammer. Where's my hammer? There we go. It's hammer time. Do, 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 do. Nope, sorry. I'll stop before I get carried away with that entire train of thought. Nope, that's not it. So that's all sealed. That's doing its thing. It'll take a while for it to go, but it doesn't think it really matters. Obviously, these are just as fast as the pipes and the filters that are processing them. So that's yeah, that's the advanced smelter. It's basically drained all of that. That is considerably faster than things. So if we were to take that, for example, and pop it in, it should go pretty fast. Yep, seems to be doing its thing. So we've updated that now. What we ideally need is a system to fill this, because before we just filled these chests with stuff. The translocator would then shift things down and drop them in there. And of course for that we can turn to good old Britannia. So I will see you in a moment when we get over to the Britannia. Okay, and obviously anybody who is thinking about this out loud in their own head is probably going, you're going to use a crafty crate, open crate, aren't you? And the answer is, of course, yes, I am. So we get one of those. That gives us that open crate. We'll put you back. We can go, and I'm going to, while I go over there, let me just check a few things. I'm not sure. Have I ever tried scanning? Can't learn anything from that. Can you learn anything from raw marble? Usually you can't. Chisel is notoriously bad at giving you anything with EMCable content. Let me take out the diamonds. Let's do that. Run that down. That gets that done. Takes that. We can pop you in. We can. You have no exchange value like that. You do, however. We take out that. We'll put in and go and grab some. I'm just rationalising this pile of stuff here. We can chisel the arcane stone back to do, because that does have EMC, and pop that in there, and those we want to keep, but that needs to go away. That is what we need. Over here we have a whole load of stuff we can cook. I'm guessing some of that we can even cook, but we'll take some ender pearls. We'll take that helmet because it's crap. We'll take that. I want to have a look at these things as well, these crusted stuff, because that looks like stuff we could potentially cook. So let us just quickly throw that on the ground. I don't know why I didn't scan it while I was actually in the dungeon, but has nothing, amazingly enough. That does though. So is there no use for this crusted stone? Just no use for it whatsoever. Intriguing. Okay. No, not very intriguing, but there you go. What else should we take? Soulbound. No, we'll take that. That's probably okay. We'll have that. I don't know about some of those, so we'll leave some of this stuff here. We'll take some knowledge fragments, mundane belt. Don't think it has anything. We've got the ancient stone we can have. What is the difference between that ancient stone and that ancient stone? Nothing. Yeah, that'll do us for now. Right, so let us go down here, and we're going to try. We'll get this semi-automated. I mean, it's not rocket science. This one, it's a fairly simple automation, and you could probably do it with a dropper and a redstone clock. That would almost certainly work as well. Can I leave? No, there's not enough. Damn it. What can we? Is there anything in there we can cook? You can cook. You can be. In fact, you will go in there, won't you? There you go. Just get us a bit of free space. We'll just pop some of this in here for now. We want these and one of those. So what I'm thinking, let me just use this ancient stone as a tool, and we're going to go here, and we are going to have our open crate there, directly above it. And then we can pop you out here, maybe pop you out there. Damn it, you know what? I just put all that bloody, yeah, I did, didn't I? It's bloody typical. Bloody typical indeed. Okay, no problems. We'll just pop you in there for a second. I'll grab a little teeny bit of marble. I only need about 3 or 4 blocks of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 blocks of marble. This is again just so we can, so it stays pretty, really, rather than messy. Not necessary. But what we can do then is we'll pop you there, one there, one there. Oh no, one there. That's right. Then we're going to stick our chest in here, like so. So we should be able to access that, and we can stick in everything that we want to cook. That can go in. That can go in. I don't think that has got any value. Then we'll stick you and you on there, and we'll pop you like that. And that is pretty much how fast that is now. Whether we need to keep our eye on this, because what I don't know is if that is going to be able to cook all of that before it despawns. And I think your problem here is this. Or is it? Is it full? That is the problem, isn't it? This is too fast then. Is there any way we can slow that down? It's a good question, isn't it? I don't know even how much stuff there is left in there. Let's have a look if we can get in there. There's an easy way to find that out. What do we get left? Stack and a bit of ender pearls, and then these odds and sods. What did we not throw in? More ender pearls. There's quite a lot of stuff we didn't throw in there. That's interesting. So how do we slow you down? I mean, a dropper, we could just, as I say, have a clock with a dropper there, which would work. Let me have a think about this. I'll be back in. Okay, this might work. I just want to, am I recording? I couldn't see my recording going on, and I didn't want another thing. I think this might work. Let's go and try this on for size. So this is obviously finished doing its thing. That's fine. We're going to take you out of the mix, and we are going to add a dropper. Vanilla dropper. Yep, with that advanced. And then we're going to stick our thingy on the side of the vanilla dropper, and you are going to be receiving, and if we stick, I don't know, 4 pearls, they go in and they go into the dropper. Absolutely fine. And then we're going to try this little bad boy that I've been and made over the Botania area, the hovering hourglass. And I'm going to stick him on, say, 2 seconds. Damn. Damn. That is a problem. Ah, hang on. No, it's not. Oh, bugger. Hang on. Let's try that again. No, that's not going to play, is it? Okay. Where did that go? We picked you up. Let's grab that and that. And we'll try another tack. Another tack on this one. Let us go, and we'll try the hopper dropper, I should say. Damn it, that's not going to be quite difficult to place, though, isn't it? If I use you as a positional thing, that might work easier. If I place a dropper directly on top of the... no. Damn it. Just let me drop her. Okay, how are we going to do this? Right, I need another dropper, that's for starters. Maybe I'll have to take that apart. Cobble. Cobble, fortunately they're not expensive, but you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those, a bit of redstone. We definitely don't want a dispenser. That's definitely not. A dropper should be the better of the two. But the question is, how do we get this positioned right on the actual dropper, on the over the thingy? Yeah, yeah, that's not. Yeah. I wonder. Just let me try something a second before we go running off on this. If I take you and then put... No, he's not going to ask. Yeah. Am I completely barking up the wrong tree here? I don't know. If I face a dropper into that, put that in there, and then let's just give that a 1 second signal. Ah, not there though. Let's try giving the dropper a 1 second signal, shall we? Rather than that. Oh God, what the hell's going on here? Oh, I'm just giving it 6 seconds. 1. That's the fit. That's the answer. That is the answer, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to take you out of the mix there. We're going to stick the open crate. Well, no, we're going to stick the dropper for starters. It's going to go back there like so, with the transstructor on, the translocator on it like so, and then we're going to place the open crate there. That's going to drop into the open crate. Let me just put those 4 in, and then we'll stick you on there, and I think a 2 second. Oops, no, a 2 second delay should be more than adequate. That's probably better. There's this irritating click. That's the only downside to it. Now I wonder whether I can turn you off with a redstone signal. Let's find out, shall we? I need a lever. If I can, then that's easy fix when I want it off. Because that click would drive me insane otherwise. No, I can't, apparently. Damn it. Alright, well, it's not the end of the world. Let's stick in the stuff that we want it to eat. So you see, that's all gone in, and it should just be ticking out one item at a time without any danger of, you know, the wrong stuff and overflowing. I think that should be the way to go. Yeah, you can hear it, every drop is being eaten. That's probably will do the trick. It's not perfect, but I think for what we've got, it's doing the trick reasonably well. So yeah, I think on that note we'll call it a day. So until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I will see you soon, and bye for now.